Hi, this is Tani with the Kinsman Free Public Library, and today's story is Tacky and the Haunted Igloo. And while I know it's not really Halloween, so a Halloween story might seem a little weird, I love Tacky. He's so goofy and silly, and his antics make me super happy. So I hope on this gray and dreary day, Tacky makes you just as happy as he makes me. Tacky and the Haunted Igloo by Helen Lester. Halloween was coming to nice icy land, and this year was special because the penguins had decided to turn their igloo into a haunted igloo. Wouldn't that be fun and scary for their trick-or-treat guests? 4 days, Goodly and Lovely had decorated their home with cobwebs, pumpkins, skeletons, warning signs, and all things Halloweeny. Meanwhile, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect worked on the treats. Yummy, gummy Swedish fish, batsicles, and awful waffles. And what did Tacky the penguin do? Snacky Tacky sampled the treats by the dozen and pronounced them beak-smacking good. When the morning of the big Halloween night rolled around, the penguins had a staff meeting. Who was going to haunt the haunted igloo? They were, of course, and that meant they had to choose very scary costumes. I'm scared of insects, said Goodly, so Goodly became an insect. I'm afraid of the dark, admitted Lovely, so Lovely wore a dark outfit with a big black mustache. The scariest thing I can think of are monsters, stammered Angel, who had become a monster. And thunder and lightning are worse, said Neatly, in a stormy outfit. As far as me, announced Perfect, I am afraid of bubbles. Bubbles? Bubbles? But Perfect was perfect, so no one dared to ask any questions. Now that the companions turned to Tacky, Tacky, what are you afraid of? Tacky couldn't think of a single thing that frightened him. Nothing. But, cried his companions, you can't wear nothing. It's Halloween. Think, Tacky, think. So Tacky waddled off to a thinking place, and thunk, and thunk, and thunk. That evening, the first trick-or-treaters arrived at the haunted igloo, shivering in delight at the scary sounds like the bzzz of an insect and the blub of a bubble. Cobwebs surrounded the visitors and skeletons popped out of the walls. Ooh, it was so scary. The trick-or-treaters kept coming and coming and coming. And when they had all been scared silly, they all departed happily, with shivering spines, feathers on ends, and bags loaded with Swedish fish, batsicles, and awful waffles. This was the best haunted igloo in the history of the world. But wait, things were going too well. Where, oh where was Tacky? Had he forgotten it was Halloween? Knock, bangety knock! The entire igloo clinked as it shook. Who could be banging so loudly? The noise hurt their ear places. With caution, Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect creaked the door open, and there stood 3 ghosts. 3 ghosts who wasted no time in announcing, we're trick-or-treating goatsies, and we ain't no tooth fairies, so give us all your yummy treats or we do something scaries. Give us all your yummy treats. Now that was really scary. And the reason it was really scary was that there were no yummy treats left. Thanks to the visitors, and especially thanks to Snacky Tacky, not a Swedish fish scale, a batsicle drip, or awful waffle crumb remained. The 3 ghosts searched high, low, and sideways for signs of a treat. Nothing. After finding nothing, they whipped off their costumes. The hunters were back. We're not called hunters for nothing, they growled, and they began the chase. Gonna catch some pretty penguins, and we're gonna grab 'em by the toe, and we're gonna plop 'em in our treatsy bags. Hody ho ho. All this commotion disturbed Tacky's nap. Thinking. Must be party time, he thought as he rushed to get ready. Bursting on the scene, he shouted, is this a scary costume or what? His companions pointed frantically to the big bullies in the doorway. Tacky waddled right up to the biggest hunter, gave him a friendly flipper slap and exclaimed, "Well, howdy do, bro." Bro? Bro? The hunter went from looking mean to slightly confused. "Bro, like in brother," he mumbled. As he looked at Tacky more closely, the big fellow began to get nervous. "Him got the same bootsies, yup. Same pantses, shirty, and suspender-underers. Same scarfy, yup. And looky, him's hat just like mine. Gotta be me brother." And then a worse thought hit him right in the itty-bitty brain. But wait, he's just exactly like me. Him's me twin brother. That's me's a twin, and so scurry looking. Me's scurred of myself. And at that, all three hunters dove their furry paws over their eyes. So there the penguins were, stuck with three shaking and shivering hunters under their kitchen table. How long would they stay there? A week? A month? Forever? The shivering would wobble the table so the soup would spill. And where would they put their webbies when they sat down to eat? There were no treats left to coax them out. Maybe, just maybe, they could frighten them away. So they tried their best, or worst, haunting noses. Buzz went the insect. Wubba wubba, moaned the dark one. Yee-yee-yee-yee-ch, screeched the monster. Boom biddity boom, roared the thunder. Blub blub blub, bubbled the bubble. The hunters didn't budge. Then Tacky chirped, "Hey bro, I'm coming home with you." Well, that did it. Up popped Big Bro. As he and his buddies fled the igloo, the hunter called, "You're not coming home with me, twinsy brother. You bees too scary." He galumphed away as far as he could go, wondering, "Does me have a beak like my twin brother?" As his sidekicks hissed, "You think you was scared? We were seeing double. Two of you was twice as scary." Back in the igloo, Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect hugged Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird, but a nice bird to have around. The end. And if you haven't met Tacky before this story, there is a first story in this sequel just called Tacky the Penguin. It's probably one of my all-time favorites, so definitely check it out on Overdrive as well as this one. Thanks!